Hey guys, it is Dani and welcome to another video, and I'm here with updates on the Atlantic. I apologize if I sound a little hoarse in this video. I'm not feeling so well this morning, but nevertheless I'm still making the update. Alright, so as you're seeing, we have 4 areas of disturbed weather to pay attention to, as well as Tropical Depression Omar, which really has nothing much going on for it. It is expected to become a remnant low later today. But before I go into details with these tropical systems, please ensure to subscribe if you haven't and tap the notification bell so you know every time when I post a new video, because I will keep you guys updated on tropical cyclone activity right through the hurricane season. And you can also follow me on Instagram. My weather account is weathergirl_Dani, and my personal account is Dani'i Henry Official. Okay, so first I actually want to show you guys the list of names for this season so far, and we have just 6 names left on the list of tropical cyclones for this year 2020. And so with just 6 being left and the peak, we're basically in the peak, because the peak there I believe is the 10th of September, and so usually that part of September, latter September and early October are very active, and it looks as though we could see maybe 4 of these names being crossed off in just a week or so. And as I speak about that, here is yet another view of the 5-day graphical tropical weather outlook of the Atlantic. There we have Tropical Depression Omar. As I said, it is expected to become a remnant low maybe later today and dissipate, not going to be a threat to land. And then next we actually want to take a look at that tropical disturbance highlighted in yellow to the northeast of Omar. And so there we're seeing that it is given a low 20% chance of development through the next 5 days. And actually this has the potential to become a subtropical cyclone. And a lot of times we see these, they're just newly identified, and by the next update or so we see them having a high chance of development, because these subtropical systems come on quite quickly. We've seen that a lot during the season with our subtropical cyclones, how they just rapidly get in shape as a subtropical cyclone. So that could be the outcome with that one, so definitely have to pay attention. Fortunately not expected to be a threat to land. And what you're seeing now is Invest 91L. At this time, it is given a medium 40% chance of development through the next 5 days. And actually, we're expecting somewhat of a westward movement, although it is a bit erratic right now. But of course, we're expecting this to be moving to the west. And if you're in the Caribbean, especially the northeastern Caribbean, you guys want to keep paying attention to what's going on, because you may be in for not just 1 but 2 potential tropical systems. And then there is the other one, which is given a high 70% chance of development through the next 5 days. So the chance is stagnant from yesterday, and actually it really is going to be moving into that shaded area, because as you guys are seeing, it is not yet there. And we're seeing that it could make somewhat of a curve and could be a threat to portions of the northeastern Caribbean, but then again it can also be a threat to maybe the Bahamas or east coast of the US, or it can go out to sea. So there are a lot of possibilities with this tropical system, and that is why we really have to be paying close attention to it right now. But of course there are going to be factors that influences its development, such as the wind shear, the ocean temperatures. Yeah, we will go to those shortly. And then we have that other shaded area just off the coast of Africa. So we see that when the low pressure area, which is usually identified by the X, it shows that it has not yet emerged off Africa, and when it does you will see that X. And then it shows that we're expecting somewhat of a westward like track, so most likely this is not going to be something quite significant, except for the Verde Islands, which may be impacted with some heavy rainfall as well as some gusty winds. But guys, there is a lot going on here. We are having this surge in tropical activity, and let me remind you guys, the next 3 names on the list for this season are Paulette, RENE, and Sally. And also it is possible that if we have a 4th development, maybe in the next week or so, we could have Teddy. And so looking at the ocean temperatures across the Atlantic region right now, we do have it being quite favorable in the main development region in the Gulf of the East Coast. So most favorable development factor right here. And then for the dry air, we see that the lighter yellows and oranges mean there is less dry air intrusion, but those reds going down to those pinks and whites, those are very dense layers of dry air. So looking across the region right now, this is not something very significant. So this is something that is going to be helping to aid in the tropical development when we have very little to non-existent dry air being present in the basin. And then next we want to go ahead and look at the wind shear map. And then as you are seeing here, the greens show favorable shear, the yellows neutral, and the reds unfavorable. So we see that across the central and western Caribbean and the Gulf, and just off the east coast right there in that narrow area, very favorable shear. But this is something that changes quite rapidly, and in portions of the Atlantic as well. But we're expecting conditions ahead of the 3 tropical systems out in the Atlantic off the coast of Africa to go in favorable conditions as we develop into tropical cyclones. But again, it is also possible that we could not see development, so we just have to pay attention to them, guys. And so it's a busy season so far, guys, and things will just get worse during the next couple weeks. And so guys, that is really it for this update. And so if you found my video to be pretty informative, please give a thumbs up, and you can also share thoughts in the comments or ask a question. I'll try to respond as best and as soon as I can. And just remember to always be otherwise, then we'll keep giving updates as time goes by.